rebuilding the whole internet. Like if you really think about it. But that's a whole nother conversation. Yo, what's up, Betty J? I see your hand up. What's up?
Oh, so X402 is not rebuilding the internet. X402 is just flipping the switch to the world that's already been wired, and the plumbing and everything has been installed 30 years ago. And uh, uh, if you got a website that you selling stuff, you need to have X402 enabled. If you don't know how to do that, just check out on the internet. I got some material, or hit up Candy. That is the way, bro. That is the way. Just like you got to be on the internet today, you gonna have to have X402. So to your question, Coinbase dug up the standard. It runs on crypto rails on the back end, but the payment on the front end can be any debit card or crypto card or straight crypto, and it's going to revolutionize like subscriptions and everything else, because you don't necessarily need a monthly subscription if you just want to generate one image for this one project that you're doing with your AI agent. So you can just pay, the micro payment of, gas fee of like 0.000001, and you pay the person 20 cents for this one image, and then you go about your business. As of last month, there was 120 million X402 transactions, and it's only going to accelerate.
Damn, I gotta look into this. So you saying like with this X402 standard, somebody could buy music NFT, for example, using their credit card. Do you think that simplifies that whole process?
Yes. They can buy it on the credit card, and on your side, you could designate. I want crypto. I want Ethereum. I want Solana. I want USDC, or I want the cash in my bank. You can designate that, because that's all been set up by Coinbase already with the account abstraction.
Okay, so all right, let me give you a scenario.
So,
Go ahead, Candy.
Another
I was
another
just
cool
gonna.
thing about X402 that I like is the like outside of all the cool stuff is that you can bundle the NFTs. So like if somebody comes and buys a mixtape, for example, like a music NFT mixtape, you can like set up different rules. So like it's definitely the next level.
Wait, guys, real quick. So you're telling me that, like I said, somebody can buy an NFT with a credit card. You just have to set up, quote unquote, X402 on your website to allow people.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Why
and
has
they would
nobody
never
told me
know. They
this?
would never. They would never know that they had crypto or paid crypto or anything on their end.
Why has nobody told me this? So wait.
I've told you 1,000 times.
Oh my god, bro.
But so that's, how they say like the SaaS apocalypse like happening now. That's why things are going to turn to consumption based and outcome based pricing. So meaning like I'll pay for it to get exactly what I want. I'll pay for just what I want. So like he said, subscriptions going away. It will, because like already, like the NFT curator that I'm making, like I have it to where you pay per use, and that's all through X402, and that's how like everything will become.
Bruh, I am absolutely shook.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot. PayPal and Stripe are on board as well. So you got PayPal, Stripe, JP Morgan Chase, Visa, Mastercard, and like Deutsche Bank and all these. So all payment rails are on board. Have been on board with this.
Bruh, I need to look into this ASAP, bro. I'm about to close the space. Great talk, guys. I'm a real
And he tosses us out the door.
talk.
Okay, never mind that, I think Geek was going to say something.
Nah,
I'm
good
sorry.
talk.
No, I'm teasing.
Yo, shout
I'm
out
going to
to
go be rejected over here. Fine, be that way. By the way, Steve, I love that video. Thank you.
Oh man. Oh, speaking of things Stormy loves, I don't know if you saw your top battle, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got you looking saucy, bro. First check the second pin tweet from the right, yo. Stormy got top battle last night. Yo,
Oh, damn.
at art fire, yo.
I mean,
I'm saying,
those are fire. I like it.
we cooking. But let's who had the hand up? Was it Benny? Why y'all put your hands up and put them down, bro? I'm trying to keep track of things,
Oh, I
bro.
just spoke. I just spoke.
Okay, and
Yeah.
somebody else. I think it was God Cloud.
Yeah, I think this shit be glitching because I'll put my hand up and then it'll go away. But then when I go to put it up again, it still says that it's up. But yeah, anyway, so listening to what Benny's talking about, like, so I got something on my website, right? Do I have to mint? How does it work? Do I have to like mint something onto a chain and then connect that to my website, then somebody comes on and buys it, or can I just pop it? Because I use Wix for my website. So what would be like how does that work exactly? Like connecting the chains and all that. If you can do that, like explain it to me quickly. If not, then whatever, we can talk later.
So depending on the payment processor, it's they have a plugin. They have a plugin for the website, but I don't know how you built your website or host your website. So I know WordPress has like a plugin they're using, and I know Framer. I'm not sure about Wix if they have a plugin, but they're making like plugins where you can go to your website builder or hoster, and it ties into the payment, however, whatever payment checkout card or whatever you have, it ties into that.
Absolutely crazy, bro. Yo, I can't wait to do research on this. I see my G Stack Pack with his hand up. What's up, dog?
Nah, I just want to say great space, bro. Fire space. Appreciate y'all for pulling up yesterday too. We was flooded out, packed out, playing music. I know Kato was playing his music last night, so shout out to him, man. He's consistent with that shit, bro. He like that, huh? We'll probably go up probably a little while, probably like an hour or two. Just wanted to give you a heads up, Hurricane, and then also podcast episode will be releasing this week with Hurricane. Wave Wars in the fucking spot. Don't play games. What the fuck? Can't wait for that to drop. And then Carter's coming on. He's gonna talk about his music too and give an interview. So yeah, we're gonna keep this shit rolling. You feel me? Big Wave Wars, big gender
Big
wars.
wave.
Lego.
I see you, dog. Yo, appreciate you, dog. You already know fire interview yesterday for sure. So yeah, I'm hyped for that to come out. And yeah, yo, I love how consistent.
Coming out. It's coming out in a few hours. I'm gonna put it out in a few
Let's
hours, bro.
cook then. Let's cook
Hold
then.
on. Matter of fact, right now,
Let's
right
go.
now.
Tag me up on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tag me up, man.
I
But
got you,
Oh,
Hurricane.
God, I'm sorry, bro. There's so many people involved. I keep forgetting. So Cloudflare is involved as well. So Cloudflare has the tooling and everything to make that X402 work as well. I'm sorry.
you good, bro. You good. But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Keep cooking over there with Gender Wars. I saw all y'all had the same profile pictures and shit. I was like, yo,
Oh, you see?
yeah,
You see me roll that out
yeah.
yesterday,
Good work.
Hurricane?
Good work. Good work. Good work.
See that?
And the fact that y'all going 7-9 hours a day. Yo,
Damn.
stuff is gonna
I
build,
got.
bro.
Yo, you see why I need to hire a clipper? I need to hire somebody to clip all your
That's what
crazy
I'm
shit.
saying.
That's crazy, bro.
But look, even the technology we talk about right here, and they got this thing called WAP. There's a lot of things where you can put up what's called a clipping bounty, where you essentially pay out per 1,000 views. So the same
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
it
I seen
works
that
off
on
this.
WAP. I seen that Hurricane. I
Yeah,
gotta go look into that. That sounds like something we need to get into because there's so much highlights and shit that go down that I'm gonna have to start doing that. And same thing with y'all when y'all go live and moments happen and when battles happen and heated moments happen. When you start clipping that, I think Candy talked about this in a space yesterday. She said that there was something what we're working on some
clip
clipping
engine.
software.
Yeah,
I needs that. So Candy, whenever you can, expose me to that software, I would love that because I'm clip farming all day, and I have a bunch of shit that I need to put out and clip into small mini episodes because there's a lot of streams out. But if you can clip them into small mini episodes, you'll take advantage of the monetization a little faster. And people's attention span is very short anyway. So we sit here from, I know the yesterday stream when I was streaming it on YouTube, it was like an hour and some change. If me and Hurricane could go back and clip some of those conversations up when you guys were coming back in there and highlight certain things. That's the things that matter. We can get out of that one stream yesterday when we was on here. We could get about,
exactly.
I swear, like at least 20 episodes out of that Hurricane. You know what I mean? If we break it all down and go and have guests come on, yeah, it's crazy. So you guys do so much work here, but we can use the audio as well because you guys talk about great things. So yeah, man, I see the vision. I'm gonna just keep trucking, man. Let's go.
I completely agree, bro. That's why one of my main things that I want to systematize is like clipping, like, and just making sure that shit is a smooth ass system. And now that y'all tell me about this X402 stuff, that makes me realize I remember seeing an article that WAP what uses that same technology to do what I'm talking about. To do their content reward system, they use X402. And I remember reading about it. So like now I'm like, oh shit, bro. Like there's definitely a way to implement that for even stuff like us, like what we doing over here. Like we just paying out per 1,000 views, paying per result. That's the fucking move, yo. Like and then you get folks clipping your shit crazy. You feel me? That's how. Like I was telling Kenny the other day, it cost $666,000 to take over the entire internet. $666,000 a month, and that's what essentially one of these guys on Kick, that's what Kick was paying the Clippers to clip their like top guy on Kick, and that's how he's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And now he's all over the place, and his name is showing up in all these 79,000 clips. All of the algorithms start to think that this is a very relevant person. So now, anytime any video of his pops up, they will put that on everybody's feeds, even if you're not following this dude, even if you don't know this dude, whatever. That's another like underground thing to the algorithm. Once the algorithm sees a spike in like a certain name, a certain figure, a certain brand, it will then start pushing it every time it sees it to people that don't even have any relation to the brand because they think it's like a world issue. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, bro, there's some hacks out here. What's up, Candy?
That doesn't line up with your numerology, the numbers.
Nah,
But I was going to say Steve Strange has had his hand up for a long time.
he did. What's up, Steve?
Wavewor's family, what's up, man? Damn, what did I miss? Came in late. Shout out to Benny for bringing Leadfoot over here. You know what we were saying? We got to go pull these motherfuckers. But like we said earlier too, we still writing the script. It's good. We got to get in their ear, be in their face, but we also got to get in gear and put things in place ourselves. So that's what we doing. That's how we be cooking. And yeah, so appreciate that, Benny. Hurricane and I were on a call with one of the Luxel developers too. And it just kind of goes dog eat dog out there. So that's why this community counts. That's why we stand out. So, we just kind of just make it count and make it loud. So yeah, and Hurricane, appreciate the latest visual, bro. Yep. I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, bro. If you can't stand it, look away, okay? But no, man, check it out. Look, I was glad to finally come back around, bringing back some of the Wave Warrior series. I had cooked up some videos back then, and I was excited to get these out. I've been working, thinking about these for a while. So I got in the chat bubble a couple of videos, one Stormy and the other one from that latest track, that NSG Steppin' with Kata and Louie, man. I was digging that one so much. I just had to throw that one on the vid real quick. So yeah,
Yo, Steve Cookington, that shit was fuego,
It really
fuego. Ooh,
is.
oh.
yeah, that Wave Warrior series, bro. I'm loving it, and we got more to come. There's a lot of us got to throw down, styling,
Did
profiling,
you just say Wave Warriors?
Wave
Did you say
Warriors.
that?
Hey,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Hurricane? You already, you know what's about to happen. I already call them gender warriors. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. We was aligned a long time ago.
Dead
Yeah,
ass.
so that's all you're in the right place for sure, man. But no, look, yeah, that X402 thing, that's what's crazy. That's how AI has been getting by for a long time. They've been paying each other out very well with this X402 rail. That's what's even crazier. But basically, yeah, it just puts everything on blast because now we can get on the stable coins. That's what it's built for. The X402 allows stable coin processes through regular credit card and regular transactions. That's why the normies will come in with this and not even know, and they'll be using stablecoin because it's straight out of their fiat, straight out of their accounts or whatnot. And the way it's built on the site, again, it depends on what you're developing, how you're developing it. Like AI Vibe coders, all you got to do is put it down and they'll implement the template, they'll implement the code. I'm pretty sure there might be some other templates out there to integrate this plugin, the X402 plugins, on where they exist, how they stand, but it depends on where we're building it, and like how we'll put it together in our plan. Because in the chat bubble, I also put in something called context. Context is a couple of people in the ICP community They took the idea of what Caffeine AI is doing. You know, it's because it's like a AI, it's a vibe coder. Caffeine AI is a vibe coder. You just go in and just chat with the AI bot, and it'll build out whatever you're throwing down. But these two people, very, very smart, very like forward thinking people and very strong, like well-to-do people in their community, like straight up on the battlefield in the trenches kind of people, you know. A couple of people from that community, they put together their own platform called Context, which is under the same thing. It's built on ICP. It comes and built in with all like AI agents, X402. So it's just another vibe coder on the ICP chain, and just had to put that out there if anybody's interested. I just started using it myself, so I'm still learning how to use it, but I mean, all it takes is a little practice and experience, you know. But shout out to all the wave warriors out there, you know.
Gas, bro. Yo, real quick, can you does X402 work with Solana?
Yes.
It works everywhere.
Holy shit, bro. Bruh, do y'all know what y'all have just done? Alright, bro. Hey, anybody else got anything to say? I need to go look into this shit, bro. What the
Yeah, Hurricane.
what's
Listen,
up?
make sure y'all
I'm
tap in
surprised you're just
and make
hearing
sure
this.
y'all get with the Wave Wars family. If anybody's interested in crypto, music, this is like an infusion, right? And then I'm also working with things on, with Hurricane so we can infuse like the relationship talk where we can bet on men and women in the side. The same thing we're doing here. So kind of want to infuse that. If anybody ever has any suggestions, we heard a lot of, feedback yesterday, right, Hurricane? So if you guys have any feedback on what me and Hurricane can do for gender wars and wave wars, it'll be cool because we're going to infuse the crowds, maybe some debates, some music. Just keep this stuff rolling for the culture because at the end of the day, it's like crypto, money, music, talking, debates, like all that shit's going to blow up. So let's keep seeing how we can all collaborate on
Well,
that.
if
And
you
then
need
too, I'm
some
always hitting up the
women
summit.
empowerment songs, you just look me up. Let me know.
Got you. Got you.
Yo, and if you need some Latino empowerment songs, bro, I got you.
Thanks.
Nah, for real, Louis. Let's talk about it, bro. For real.
Say less, yo. Shout out my G Betty J. I see your hand up, and then we gonna say what's up to Kenan. And then I gotta close up, bro. I gotta go down a rabbit hole, bro. What's up, Betty
Oh
J?
yeah. So just to piggyback on like what Snake was saying as far as like the whole with the label, this and that, um, it pays to be early, and this is like the new wave. And the thing with this one, it's ingrained in the actual internet. So unless we getting rid of like the internet we know and love in the next few years, this is the way, because it's not. That's the whole thing with like Web3, and that's what kind of Ledford was saying with his standard. Like the Web2 people have to learn different things, different tech, different whatever lingo, and they don't want to necessarily do that. The Explorer 2 is already built into what everyone is using. So check it out. There's off there, like I said, all the website providers and hosters are offering plugins. Most of them are free because they're trying to hurry up and shift everybody over as well. So check into it now because they probably will start charging. Once it gets more mainstream, they'll start pulling back gatekeeping, because right now they're trying to get everyone to test it out, work out the bugs, get addicted to it, and tell their friends, so then they can start monetizing it if they could. But look into it like this weekend.
Say less. Shout out Betty J, man. Appreciate y'all, bruh. Yo, Kenan Jones. Oh yeah, also if you want to see what Steve Strange was talking about, the latest meme is up pinned up top. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the AI be wildin', bruh. I really just be I let this shit fly and I'll be laughing my ass off when it be coming up with these pictures, bruh. So I was like, yo, it is what it is. But yo, let's say what up to IG Cannon, bro. What up, dog?
What's good? What's good? Yeah, yo, your freaky ass AI, bro. That
Bruh,
shit crazy.
yo.
Damn. Nah. I was thinking of my yeah. You could make Strange look like also Doctor Manhattan type shit. I don't know if you watched the Watchmen, but yeah, that's what I kind of think of with the new images and shit like that. Like, but that's some other shit. But yeah, I'm on break. I'm just tapping in what y'all got going on.
God
Yeah,
bless
for
it.
sure. Appreciate that. Yeah, Dr. Manhattan, man, that's where it's at. Appreciate that, Cannon.
Who's that?
Word. Oh man, you got to so tap into the Watchmen. Like even if you just, I so he looked like a blue. he like a blue person, like it's like a glowing blue light. That's what his whole body consists of, like. But it's like he looked kind of like the last image, except he blue.
Okay, bet. Say less, bro. But yeah, yo, I couldn't think of I couldn't think of nothing to put a Steve Strange until I was like, yo, he's some kind of light being, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then
Word, word, word.
and then the AI started doing all of this shit, bro. I'm like, what the? But either way, man, it is what it is. I'm about to close up. Yo, let me know if it's any last things anybody need to say. We gonna be back tonight, 8:30 p.m. EST for the music and trading session. You already know the deal. It's Thursday, so you know we got to get the waves out, man. Yo, anybody got anything to say? All right, all right.
Earlier, you were asking the question, like, if there's like an oversaturation about AI, right? Like in all of these streaming platforms and stuff, like what would be like our approach or something like that.
Right.
But I like to also like think about like when music independence like became a movement or like an actual like thing, and it started to become oversaturated with all types of artists with all types of genres, right? Because it's also like when we're looking at the accessibility to even be able to record quality music that we can like just throw onto any DSP, right? It's like that right there is a barrier in itself. And with technology becoming more and more, feasible and more advanced, and now you don't need a U87 to record a hit record or a clean record, right? Now you could like literally just use like a nice condenser mic, and just do your best with it. Um, but I think it's really more about your a person's message, right? Like for me, like music is expression, right? So it's like certain expressions or messages I'm gonna relate to when I listen to music or other people's music, So I feel like it's also similar for others, in some kind of way. But as long as peeps are just being themselves in the world where everybody's trying to like do the next thing or be the next thing or, follow a trend, you know, not doing any of that makes a person also like stick out, you know? So, I would just say just stick true to like your message, your expression, and just keep it moving. And I feel like that should be a weight or a light of its own that shines through.
Hey, Stink, it's crazy you said that because yesterday, I know Hurricane was asking us how we feel about the DJ and using the AI and stuff. And when I had said that the human touch is the last touch, so if we can make some stuff humanized and keep some stuff with that authentic feel, it'll be good in the community because you can use AI to help us grow websites, help us trade, help us, you know what I mean, figure out different things, make it better, advance different things. I use it as a virtual assistant, but once you start letting it take over every single thing, it starts to feel very robotic and people start searching for the real authentic touch. So the human touch is the last touch, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're like, they don't want the AI is good for certain things, but people are going to get annoyed with it as you start to see the market get saturated on the internet, on the timeline, on Instagram. People will be very aggravated seeing AI. Even like like if I had an AI messaging Hurricane and we weren't talking like real people, it would be insane. They'll be like, bro, I'm not talking to this
Nah,
guy,
dead
bro.
ass.
Like, how the hell we gonna do a podcast? Yeah, how we gonna either build on some real shit? So like keeping you see how like the real network connections, you gotta keep the authentic real body, you know what I mean? And that's always gonna have the real feel in the community. But once we start just implementing a lot of robotic shit, it'll just feel like, we're just on robotic mode and we don't really care about the people or talking to individuals. So I would say keep the human feel in a saturated market. That's what they're going to feed for now. I think that's what Candy said yesterday. Like we're very, 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 very saturated right now. But if we can be real and show people that it's still real people out here in a saturated AI market, then we'll stand out and we'll be good.
Yo, I think IRL is about to have a revitalization. Like, just all things IRL. Like, it's gonna get to a point where the internet gonna feel so AI'd up that
Yeah, the IRL is going to be like, yo,
facts. I want to see some real people and shit. So yeah, man, that's it for the day. Big shout to the sponsor of the space, BCZ Strategies, If you building anything, a platform, if you got code, if you need marketing, if you need connections in Web3, etc., bro, you better call Zal. ZAAL, bettercallzal.com, bro. Hit his website. He's doing free consultations, bro. Like, he's literally looking through folks shit for free, bro. He is the reason that Wave Wars looks the way it does. Because if that shit was ugly, this dude calling it out and he's telling me it's trash. And then I just gotta go back to the shit and fix it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, definitely a great asset to have in your corner. If you've never talked to Zal, if you never spoke to him, bruh, one-on-one, bruh, you're fucking sleeping, bro. I'm telling you, and especially if you're building something, bruh, because he's gonna be honest with you, bruh. And sometimes it might hurt a little bit, but it's gonna help you. That's all I'm telling you, dog. But yeah, yo, better call ZAAL.com. You already know the deal. Space closes the next 10 seconds. I'm gonna catch y'all tonight at 8:30 p.m. EST. Shout out to Extinct for the pin post, bro. I'm about to dive in that shit right now, bro. God bless. But space closes the next 10 seconds. Feel free to say whatever you need to say. Space closing in 10.
I'm still
No.
surprised you're just looking into this.
Bro, me too, bro.